Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So I'm actually going to be watching the battles of today's Apex Arena fights, which is battles amongst the top 8. So, thought I would do a video and live stream these matches. So I should pick one to watch, right? And I'm actually not sure which one would be the most interesting. I mean, generally speaking, Sweet Dango is considered the favorite for the first match, Roy Lee for the second. The most interesting one may be Sofia against Cliff Elbrige, so I think I'll watch that one. So let's spectate that. Because this battle should be the closest one. Actually, let me just retreat. If you want my predictions of who would win in these 4 matches today, I would say Sweet Dango, Roy Lee, Lemons, and this one I truly don't know. I know nothing about Sofia, I know nothing about Cliff Elbrige at this time, so that's why I'm watching this battle. So, Listel ban and Juggler play. Tieris and Liana ban. It's actually quite interesting to see that, you know, at the top level, generally people ignore Tieris, right? You watch Lemon and Suin fight, they've always ignored Tieris as the healer. But amongst I guess the mid-tier players, Tieris is always banned as a healer in general. Because, I guess, her healing light is much more troublesome for mid-tier players. So both sides have played Juggler. Right. And let's see. So, Zerida, Elwin ban here. So this is a very... It makes a lot of sense, you know. Listel is just a deadly threat. Zerida for the one-shot potential. Elwin is banned because, well, Elwin can Sword Soul and apply. And with Sword Soul, Elwin has a chance to one-shot Juggler too. So getting rid of Elwin here makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, Sofia has gone for a much more traditional style ban. Leonhard to get rid of the AoE attacker. 2 healers, Liana and Tieris, to force Cliff to pick a healer at this point. But it has left Listel and Zerida as options. So I presume... So I presumed Listel was definitely getting banned here. And Elwin, because once again, Elwin can one-shot Juggler. So Cliff has a chance to bring Zerida. If I were him, I would 100% bring Zerida here. And that will likely win the match for Cliff. If his Zerida is good. Bloodthirster Zerida here would be the winning would be the match winning choice. That's what I see. Does he do it though? Bloodthirster Zerida with either Mass Attack or Gospel, right? That would be the way to kill. He doesn't. Odd. So, double tank for Sofia now. Very interesting. So Sofia, I guess, is choosing to play survive all 12 turns combo here. Bernhard for applying cannot be healed for 1 turn, I guess. You know what, let me just turn off the banter. So, the pick ban has been slow going so far. They're taking a lot of time to think about this. Truly surprised Cliff did not pick Zerda on the 3rd step. But, you know, each to their own, I suppose. Luna. Actually, I really like Sofia's combo right now. She has Liana for Act Again as well as Summon, 2 tanks. Juggler can bring a faction buff for Luna, so that if this is a Pegasus Luna, she can one-shot things. And she now even has the option to bring Leonhard, which is kind of ridiculous. Although, if I were Sofia, I'd play the defense strategy and just bring Chloe. There's no reason for Sofia to really take the offense here. Oh no, she chooses to bring Leonhard, so she is going on the offense. As for Cliff, I'm guessing he's aiming for an AoE attack team, right? Chloe can bring an AoE. Rachel has an AoE. Bernhard has an AoE. Sword Dance. Varna has 1,000 arrows. So, but with Juggler, I'm honestly not sure how effective that will be. So I'm personally not seeing the reason behind Cliff's pick ban. I could be totally wrong though. I don't know. I really think if he had gone for Bloodthirster Zerda on the 3rd pick, you know, Bloodthirster Zerda can get mass attack from Varna or get buff teleported forward by Iris or get Gospel from Rachel. I honestly feel 100% that would have won him this match. So, pick ban error on Cliff Elbrige's part. I am favoring Sofia for this first match. And hello there, Undead. Let's take a look at the skills. This Chloe doesn't have any attack skills. No AoE, no discipline, so that's interesting. No faction buff either, right? But she does have mass attack from Varna, so that could help. Bernhard is expected, Sword Dance Rupture. And Rachel is, yeah, Gospel, Dark Reaper, Meditation. Why didn't you do, why was there no Zerda? Ugh, okay, whatever. So yeah, Liana, as expected, Summon Sky Archer, Act Again, Heal. Right. This is a little bit interesting. Zero Storm instead of the Teleport skill on Leonhard. It does have 4 movement though, so Apex Boots. No King's Crown on Luna, right? Otherwise, one of these characters would have gotten plus 20% damage right there. But Luna is built pretty much the way I would expect her. Wind Spiral, Move Again, and Raging Thunder. Right? Faction buff on Juggler. Triton and B-Shock, pretty standard there. Landius is the standard build as well. Yeah, the one thing I don't really get is the Leonhardt choice here, but over Chloe, but we'll see. To me, Leonhardt can't really AoE kill anything when Juggler is in play, right? So I really felt Chloe would have been a better choice. And for the matter, another choice could have potentially been having Landius bring Route here. It's unorthodox, but he already had Juggler as a tank. If he decided to bring Route on Landius, then Landius could actually choose to, hit one of these targets and stun it. Or if not stun, knockback. Yeah. But anyways. So. Yep. So, as expected, Varna has King's Crown, and a Summon Sky Archer is used. In a very aggressive position, too. Bait. This is what that is. It's completely bait. Sofia is hoping for Cliff to take out this summon so that he can have Luna, let's say, charge in and one-shot whatever attacks it. Yeah. I really, really don't like the pick ban that Cliff chose. Well, oh well. I honestly feel he threw this battle away in the pick bans phase. In any case, I'm not sure if there's any real point in watching the rest of this. Do you guys think I should jump to another battle or just keep going over this one? Okay. So, Cliff is playing it, well, he's playing it smart, slowly inching forward, right? Having Juggler continue to provide protection. Now, this is the right way to build Juggler, by the way. If you can choose to not bring a faction buff on him, by far the best option. Because you can see here, Triton with Great Dragon Barrier, if you have both of those effects, Juggler's attack reaches insane amounts. Which is 1633 attack. Right? So if Juggler moves forward and uses Beast Shock here, he should be able to one-shot anything he attacks. Oh, Angel Freak. He didn't throw the battle, but he had the opportunity to bring Zerida on his third pick, and he didn't. And that's why I feel like he threw the battle. That's my opinion. With Zerida and Juggler and Chloe, that was nearly just about an invulnerable combo that he could have had. I mean, yes, Zerida can't one-shot Juggler or Landius, but Zerida can one-shot, let's say, Leonhardt. She can take out Liana, right? She can take out Luna, too. So I just feel like he's very I just feel like Cliff's at a disadvantage right now with the current party's lineup. one other thing that I felt was very questionable was this Leonhardt's skill selection. There was the opportunity to, let's say, replace one of these skills, let's say a Purify Machete, with let's say Air Slash. At least that's what I would have done for sure, personally speaking. This is not really, the way I see it, this is not really a battle where Leonhardt should be tossing out AoEs. Especially since he's the only AoE attacker on Sofia's team. He should have been built for one AoE and then one single target strike skill here. So there, I mean, to be fair, both sides have made a few mistakes so far, I think. But I still say advantage Sofia overall. Now, another interesting thing I should mention is both of these jugglers have ridiculously high hit points, right? Nearly 16,000 for Cliff's juggler, and 15,000, nearly 15,000 for Sofia's juggler. And it should be that both of them have Blood Pact on their jugglers, right? There is no skill increase, meaning it's not a Bracer emblem or a Overlord's badge. So for this kind of high hit point value, it should be Blood Pact. Interesting. So right now, Sofia is just waiting for Triton to wear off on Cliff's juggler. Because once it's gone, Luna can one-shot him. The only question is, can this juggler one-shot the enemy juggler? And I don't think it can. Not when the lobsters reduce damage taken by 50%. So, in many ways, Cliff is now in trouble as well, because at the end of this turn, Triton is gone, and then Juggler is dead. So I'm truly not sure how Cliff will recover at this point. Now that was indeed a mistake on Sofia's part. If I were Sofia, I would have retreated that summon earlier, right? And things more or less happened as the way I expected, in that Bernhard, with Sword Dance, was able to kill off that summon. And this is where I feel the choice of Leonhard over Chloe here is going to cost Sofia. Right? If he had Aurora Ring here, it would have really helped on this turn. As it is though, Rachel failed to one-shot Landius, so there is room for recovery. Now this is interesting. So the immunities just now should have been immunity to fixed damage. So this Leonhard should be a Bloodsword hunting Leonhard. Right? So because Juggler had activated Great Dragon Barrier, none of them took any fixed damage. what will Cliff do? It's going to be interesting. Cliff's 1,000 arrows may potentially kill off Landius for the first time here. Of course, then Liana can move in and heal. But then, if Juggler uses Beast Shock, he could kill off Landius at that point. So I think that's pretty much the forced actions. Of course, then Luna gets to kill someone. Anyone that Luna chooses to attack. So we're moving on in. We're just about moving into the trading phase at this point. And I really do think it favors Sofia. Interesting. Melee attack rather than 1,000 arrows. Can't say it's wrong. He wanted to guarantee the kill on Landius, I suppose. But the problem is, Juggler can't move into attack range now. So actually, I will say it's wrong. Yeah, I don't understand that move at all. I would have, with the 1300 attack Varna had, I'm pretty sure it would have done 2200 damage to Landius. With 1,000 arrows. So he totally should have moved up, aimed, 1,000 arrowed, and then retreated. Ugh. And now, in truth, Sofia has a wide variety of options right now. As long as she doesn't use Luna, I think Sofia's won. As long as the Wind Spiral Raging Thunder is not used. Because... Oh? Now if Luna goes for it, 1,000 Wind Spiral, Raging Thunder, kill off Juggler, it's done. So just move here, into this tile, and do it. All she has to do is attack here. Yep. There we go. Wind Spiral. Raging Thunder. Dead Juggler. Oh, or not. Huh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That may change things up very dramatically now. And Sofia has used her Beast Shock as well when killing off that Varna. But despite that, I still 100% say Sofia's had a huge, massive advantage. It's 5v4 right now. You know, And the difference is Sofia just needs to survive. She just needs to live through these 12 turns, while Cliff has to actually kill off every character that Sofia has. And I really don't see how Cliff can do so in this battle. Although to be fair, Sofia's Leonhard is pretty useless in this fight. Yeah, this attack won't do anything. Now that Triton is up, Luna's attacks won't do anything. Or not much. Although, with enough attacks, Sofia might be able to kill off Juggler anyways. Now that I look at it. Yep. Thorns activation. Goodbye, Rachel. Yeah. Completely a missed opportunity on Cliff's side. And Sofia is just taking her time to kill off characters one by one. I mean, at this point, there is absolutely no way Cliff can kill off everything here. Just, it's impossible, right? This Chloe doesn't have an attack skill, right? Bernhard is about sword dance. He has no single target strike skill that's very effective. And Juggler, I mean, Juggler has Beast Shock, but at most, Beast Shock will kill off one character. And that one character might just be, let's say, Landius's Indomitable effect? Who did I bet for 0 pops? You know what? I don't even remember. I only bought, I didn't even buy tickets for this second attempt. I went for one of the obvious character players who would win, but I actually don't remember who I bet for 0 pops. I think it might have been Roy Lee. But yeah. The way I saw it though, for these quarterfinals, the other 3 battles pretty much have guaranteed winners. It's only this one that could go either way. Yeah, I think Cliff made massive mistakes in this pick ban. Well, oh, Landius died. Interesting. I wasn't even paying attention and Landius is gone. Well, Beast Shock obviously, but huh. Nonetheless, Beast Shock will take another 5 turns to recharge. At most, he might kill off Juggler as well with a second Beast Shock attack, and then I don't see any way for Cliff to kill off these remaining 4 characters. So yeah, 4v2. If anything, I'm just surprised Cliff has not conceded yet. I mean, it's honestly a bit of a lost cause at this point. Yeah, I just can't believe he didn't pick Zerida. Why? Right? Could have used Bloodthirster Zerida to one-shot Luna, right? Then could have, if the Bloodthirster Zerida would then have an opportunity to maybe kill Liana, maybe. That would be harder because of the Shrine Maidens. But definitely, at the very least, Leonhard and Luna would have been super vulnerable to Bloodthirster Zerida. Then he would have had to find a way to deal with Juggler, Liana, and Langrisser. But still, would have been a better situation than this. Yeah, there we go. So, that first match absolutely won in the pick ban phase. I still think the Leonhard was a bad choice on Sofia's part, but then again, I don't know how well built this Sofia is. Or sorry, this Chloe is of Sofia's. But even then, if it just had Aurora Ring, Mass Heal, and Heal, it still would have been perfect for this fight. Alright, so Cliff, being a bit smarter now, chooses to ban Sofia's tank to start. Although I would have probably banned Juggler instead of Landius, in truth. Sofia's party is much more favorable to a Juggler build, right? With Leonhard and Luna, than it is to Landius. I mean, Landius has Rachel, I suppose. But Sofia also uses Sofia. Hey there, Frago. Alright. So, Sofia has changed her pick ban a bit here. Didn't ban Listel initially. Banned Leonhard and then 2 healers. Now this is different. Sofia is going for an AoE attack team, I guess. Because both her tanks can be banned at this point. What? Why would you not ban Juggler here? What? Wait, why? If you ban Juggler, Zerida is not a threat at all. I am? I'm Chinese Canadian. don't understand Cliff's pick ban strategy at all. Okay, he still managed to get the juggler ban and Luna. And Cliff is playing a whole team of E-less Legends characters. But he has no healer except for Rachel anymore. And yeah, Sofia meanwhile has gotten most of her AoE attack team in place already. Yeah, I mean, just from these first 3 picks, I think Sofia's won this second match. I really don't get it. All right. So I guess Cliff is going for an all-out assault AoE attack team as well, without a single healer. But I still think it favors Sofia. You know, if Cliff was actually watching my stream and heard me talk about Zerida, it probably would have saved him on that first battle. Interesting. Tieris rather than Chloe. So I guess Sofia's Chloe doesn't have double class mastery. That has to be it, because otherwise Chloe could be brought for Aurora Rain and her AoE Blast, right? I would not choose to bring Tieris over Chloe if I had a double class mastery Chloe in this situation. But that's just me. Right? Because then Joshua can AoE, Chloe can AoE, Bozel can AoE, Listel can AoE, and Liana can act again. That means Sofia could theoretically have launched 5 AoEs in a single turn. So, regardless, I mean, Sofia can still launch 4 AoEs in one turn, so I would say advantage Sofia still. The only way Cliff could compete is if he makes sure he brings a summon skill on Bozel here. He needs that extra turn manipulation advantage, right? But theoretically, but even then, Liana still has a summon and act again. So major advantage to Sofia. I think she'll just close it out pretty easily this fight. Oh wow, lots of skins. Lots of pretty skins. So, this is different. Mindbore instead of Reaper's Touch. I mean, Blood Dance makes sense. Demon God Bulwark, I don't think really makes sense here, because Seal would have been useful. Right? This is not a top tier match where Sofia does not have Bracer Emblem or Swordsmith Medal on every single character. So silence could have been used in this fight. So Demon God Bulwark is a very questionable choice in this kind of situation to me. Summon, okay, fair. Dark Waltz to faction buff up Bernhard, fair. And that allowed Bernhard to bring Shield Bash rather than the faction buff. Also fair. Rachel's meditation skill. I mean, it increases int. I can't say it's wrong. I'm not sure you need that intelligence increase of 10% on Rachel to one-shot things, but yeah. So yeah, Bozo doesn't have an AoE because it brought the summon, which was the smart choice. I'm not sure I would have chosen the faction buff on Bozo though, personally speaking. Given this situation, I think I would have decided to bring an AoE attack on Bozo and have a faction buff on Bernhard instead. That way he could have 1 AoE, 2 AoEs, and a 3rd AoE. Sorry, 4 AoEs in total, right? As it is, he only has 3. 1 on Bernhard, 1 on Listel, and 1 on Rachel. So, difference of opinion there as well. On Sofia's side, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Summon, AoE attack, and seal, right? That is what should be done on Bozo. Earthquake versus Black Hole is definitely a tough decision to choose between, right? But you can't say it's wrong to bring Black Hole. This Listel has Blood Dance, Mind Bore, and Bloody Lush. Again, neither of them like Seal, and I'm not sure why. I mean, yes, Seal will not work on the enemy Listel. Almost everyone has a Listel with Swordsmith Medal, but still. What is Cliff's win condition in this fight? He needs to be able to hit them with AoEs, literally, and somehow manage to avoid getting AoE killed. I really don't see a win in truth. I'm honestly not sure how Cliff will win this, unless Sofia makes massive mistakes again. And Sofia has been playing very, very well. Because frankly speaking, Sofia has the better AoE attack team, and she has healers. So, and she has 2 summons. So unless Sofia seriously messes up, there is no win condition for Cliff. Oh, interesting ASF. Unexpected too. I have to take a look after. Alright, so Tieris is doing the right build here. Mass Resist, the 30% magic defense increase will buff up Bozo. Right? So Bozo has 1304 int. That's another reason why Bozo doesn't actually need a faction buff. Right? Listel also gets the Mass Resist effect. So, again, doesn't need the faction buff. That actually explains why Sofia chose Tieris over Chloe. Okay. That's actually very, very interesting. I didn't even think of this. He brought Tieris for Mass Resist, which can act as a faction buff for these 2. So that Bozo could bring an AoE and Seal in a summit. And so that Listel will get buffed as well. Wow, I totally didn't see that, honestly. My thought was Chloe could act as another AoE attacker, but this is not a bad choice at all, looking at this now. Especially since he gets the advantage of having Healing Light on everyone here. But at the same time, Healing Light could be a massive disadvantage due to Listel. Overall, I still think Chloe would have been a better choice than Tierras here. But despite that, I still think I still think Sofia has won. Hey, Pano. $1372 attack Joshua. Oh my god! This is a 6-star Joshua! 6-star Joshua, 5-star Bozel. Listel is 40% damage nullified. Is that 6 stars? I think it is. 30% I think is 5 stars. And then 40% is 6 stars. Let me take a quick look on the Langrisser. Nope, I was wrong. That is 5 stars. 50% is 6 stars, so 40% is 5 stars. Wow. Liana dispels 2 debuffs, 6 stars. Tierras. Oh, interesting. This Tierras is 5 stars. So, interestingly enough though, 6-star Joshua. This is honestly the first 6-star Joshua I've seen. Mind you, I haven't really been watching the finals all that much, so that may be why. But most of the Joshuas I see are 5 stars with 1.6 times damage, as opposed to 2 times. But overall, you know, certainly interesting. He has a higher star Joshua than he does Bozel and Tierras and Listel. Yeah, once again, there is no win. I see absolutely no win condition for Cliff. Not with 2 summons. Sofia has turn manipulation, she has act again, and she has a better AoE team. Quickly just let this play out, and then I can jump on to taking a look at... Sofia, she. Yes, I know Sofia is a she. I don't know why I said he. So, this battle will probably take a while to play out, but Sofia's definitely won. The reason it's going to take a while is because when you're running a turn manipulation strategy, you generally want the map to get smaller before you actually AoE attack the enemy. So I guess the conclusion of these 2 fights is Sofia completely outplayed Cliff in the pick ban phase both times. The first battle, Cliff had the opportunity to get a better pick ban advantage. The second battle, though, he just got flat out outplayed by her. The fact that, Cliff played a tank first, which makes sense, but if you play a tank first, you always have to play a healer second. It's forced. And because Cliff didn't play a healer second, all of Cliff's healers were banned. So it's all over, but playing it out. This isn't really a scenario where, unless maybe Cliff gets some crazy buffs from any Tenyo's headdresses he has. I don't know if he has any. But if he has, let's say, one on Rachel and one on Listel, things might change. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Joshua nearly one-shots Rachel right there. I mean, the surprise to me is that Sofia ended Liana's turn this early. Could have used, you know, act again here to have, let's say, Listel finish off Rachel. Yeah. But with this, there aren't very many options for Cliff right now. Because Rachel can't really attack anyone right now, or she'll die. If she moves up in AoEs, she'll die. You know, if Cliff moves Landius up, an AoE will kill off Rachel anyways, so... Alright, so Bernhard managed to get +3 mobility from a Tenyo's headdress. And with that, he was able to charge forward and do that AoE attack. And that's why Sofia sent Bozo forward to wipe out Rachel. And managed to seal both Landius and Bozo. Actually, mass debuffs like crazy. Bozo will probably die here. But so what, right? I mean, I'm going to assume this Joshua has extreme magic power. So, yep. So pretty much as expected, the Stell comes down and tosses out Blood Dance, finishing off Bozo. Does good damage to Joshua. And he chooses to just move Joshua back, which makes sense because he has 2 healers. Sorry. She has 2 healers. Sofia has 2 healers. Jeez. Mixing up my pronouns, aren't I? So with that moving back, Sofia has the opportunity to heal up everybody. Spell first to remove the cannot be healed effect. This is where I would Miracle personally and have Liana use Act Again on Joshua. That's just me. Because, well, actually, do you even need Act Again to kill off Bernhard? I'm not sure you do. I think even a ranged attack from Liana and then a follow-up attack from Listel can kill off this Bernhard. The only problem is making Joshua healthy. But we'll see how Sofia plays this out. Oh. Totally different from my predictions. Not going for Bernhard at all. And not using Miracle either. Did she already use Miracle? Hold on. Is that what the buff on Tiara's... Ah, she did already use Miracle beforehand. Okay, that's why. That was a very different turn from what I would have done. Because I would have taken out this threat first, right? These enemies are so far away that they couldn't actually get into the fight. It was a free turn to basically kill off Bernhard. Now this is where it gets a little bit awkward, I think. Because Listel can choose to Mind Bore these three. And this is where Healing Light will probably hurt Sofia a lot, right? Because after battle, the hit point restoration is going to do damage. Another reason to have played Chloe instead of... Yeah, you were supposed to move everyone else first before Listel there. But I guess he was trying to block Landius from melee attacking Joshua. Wow. I think Sofia... We'll see how this plays out, but Sofia not killing Bernhard that turn might have thrown this match. Awkward. Wait. Did Joshua not take damage just now after attacking? Not quite sure what happened there. Deanna ranged attack on Bernhard. And heal up everybody. Or heal up Tieris. That works too, I suppose. Actually, that was probably the smarter choice. I know I am overly aggressive with my healers. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, BN. Good point. This is so bizarre. Why didn't Listel kill Liana? Like, what? I'm so mind blown right now. What was that? Actually, repeatedly, why isn't Cliff killing the healers? That's what I don't get. there were multiple chances to kill off Liena and Tieres, and he didn't go after them. So basically over. Well, they're kind of at full hit points now, just saying. This Lestel doesn't have enough damage to kill them. And it's over. I mean, he's definitely gonna sword dance here. And then Joshua is probably going to... Oh, this is interesting. Huh. You might be right, BN. Because Blood Dance should be refreshed right now. But with this blocking, Lestel can only Blood Dance Joshua. But look at that. It is a comeback for Cliff. All because Bernhardt was not targeted first. Yeah, great blocking by Sofia, but this is a much closer fight than I expected. The interesting question here is, does Liena... Oh, he went for healing instead. Okay. Yeah. What I was going to say was, the interesting question is, Liena could have possibly one-shotted this Bernhardt with ranged attack. Lestel, Blood Dance, Bernhardt dies. Yeah, overall, this battle turned out much closer than I expected. But regardless, it's basically over. Because the Demon God's Bulwark is going to start causing this Lestel to kill herself. There we are. Sofia's win. Definitely great blocking by Sofia there. I did not see that move either. But then again, I felt if she had killed Bernhardt earlier, she would have won much easier. Regardless, battle's basically over. Every single attack Lestel makes is killing herself, so... There we are. 2-0 for Sofia. Yep, I know 0. That was amazing blocking by her. Alright, so